Chile is now officially in a state of catastrophe.
Death toll now stands at more than 300.
It seemed like the end of the world.
It was absolutely frightening.
This is a big one, the magnitude 8.8 quake.
Good morning, World Waterworks. Hugo's currently upstairs with the other trustees discussing the earthquake in Chile.
We've got a crisis in Chile at the moment, a disaster, an earthquake and a tsunami. Ray, how many boxes have we got ready now?
Currently we have 200 boxes in stock. I anticipate having 400 by the end of the week.
In February 2010, a major earthquake struck central Chile. 500 people died, 1.5 million were made homeless, struggling to get a supply of clean water. The World Waterworks charity is run by the Rotary Club of Chelwood Bridge, located in the southwest of England. They immediately responded by sending out 400 water survival boxes, providing 7 million cups of clean water. The charity was established after the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami and has since responded to disasters all around the globe. Disasters come in many forms, and a common urgent requirement is usually the need for a supply of clean drinking water. World Waterworks has become increasingly effective at providing this immediate lifeline through their boxes. A key to success is being able to work closely with local aid organisations that have the resources to be effective when delivering aid on the ground. To date, World Waterworks has successfully linked with many disaster relief charities and local Rotary clubs. In the case of this particular disaster, they quickly identified the Rotary Club of Valparaiso as an effective partner. Several Rotary clubs in Chile were then involved in the distribution of the boxes, and an explanation as to how the boxes work was given. Each box is capable of supplying a family of 4 people with 2 litres of water a day for up to 12 months. All that's required is a local supply of water to feed through the filtration and purification system. Very often, families that survive a disaster lose all their household possessions, and so, when distributed, the boxes are packed with a range of essential items. The local Rotary clubs identified those with the greatest need, and recipients of a box were asked to sign a receipt before carrying it away to their temporary homes and shelters. Whenever World Waterworks responds to a disaster, it asks for detailed feedback from those on the ground. That enables a report to be sent back to those who've made generous donations. It's also important to help them to learn how to improve the effectiveness of their response. So, given the scale of the disaster in Chile, the trustees of World Waterworks felt it was appropriate for someone to go out and obtain first-hand experience.
If we can make the boxes even better for the future.
Rotarian Hugo Pike, chairman of the trustees, travelled out a few months after the disaster to evaluate the situation.
Did that work for them? Was it okay?
Jorge, a Rotarian from the Valparaiso Club, was the main contact with the World Waterworks team throughout the disaster response, and he accompanied Hugo throughout his visit. Some locals were asked about their experiences of the earthquake.
We were very frightened because the roof was falling down. We woke up and ran out of our house very quickly. I didn't know what to think because I'd never experienced an earthquake before. I was in bed when the earthquake started. It started with a small tremor, then got stronger. I kept calm, but I was scared for my family, as my mother is very old.
Here, the untreated water is collected from a local stream and then passed through a cloth to filter out any debris. Chlorine tablets are then added and left for 2 hours to remove all the harmful bacteria. Next, the water is pumped through a carbon filter into a clean water container, ready to be used for cooking or drinking.
Everything in the box was very useful, but the filter was the best, because we didn't have any clean water after the earthquake.
You received a box. What were the best things in the box for you?
It was all good, the water filter and tools, but especially the plates, because we had lost everything.
This is very helpful for us to learn from you so that we may improve the box for the future.
It's clear that Hugo found his visit to Chile to be of tremendous value. The feedback received will help the trustees to continue to develop the box and its contents to give maximum value to the future victims of disasters.
As we learn from experience, we're improving every aspect of what we do. The product is improving all the time and now represents exceptionally good value for money. Take the pumping and filtration system as an example. Working closely with a major pump supplier, we have developed a dedicated system to deliver clean water faster and for a longer period of time. This was extensively tested prior to introduction.
World Waterworks has an army of local volunteers to help pack boxes, and this is a key aspect of how costs are minimised. Teams from Rotary clubs, Inner Wheel and local schools can always be relied upon to help when required. Because the aim is to respond to a disaster within a matter of days, there always needs to be a stock of packed boxes available to send. As donations come in, boxes can be packed and sent, the stock replaced and steadily built, so the organisation is better placed to respond to future disasters.
We rely on charitable donations and volunteer support to help us achieve what we do. As our message goes out more widely, our support base increases and this enables us to grow. For example, our Haiti disaster appeal brought in a large amount of money from outside of the UK. The more money we raise, the more stock we can build, enabling a more significant and rapid response to future disasters.
We find that children in schools particularly relate to our work and they enjoy both helping us raise funds and also helping us pack boxes. Although each box costs £150, they particularly relate to the idea that each cup of water that it produces costs about a penny. So every pound that they raise gives 100 cups of water for someone just like themselves.
Sometime in the future, the media will be breaking news of yet another major natural disaster somewhere in the world. All the major charities will respond as quickly as they can. If you are inspired by how World Waterworks goes about providing water for life, then please consider making a donation or perhaps volunteering to help pack boxes. The team look forward to hearing from you. Thank you for your time.